The joint investigation of the Philippine Coast Guard or PCG and the Maritime Industry Authority or Marina says the Chinese vessel involved in the Rectobank incident failed to undertake measures to avoid colliding with the Filipino fishing boat Gem Ver and eventually abandoned the boat's crew in violation of maritime laws. This was the report submitted to President Duterte, Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, and Foreign Secretary Teddyboy Locsin as the country prepares to compare findings with China. The 14-page report says the Chinese vessel was, quote, found to have failed to take appropriate action to avoid the risk of collision and to render assistance to a vessel in distress. It did not say whether or not the ramming was intentional, but stressed that the Chinese ship could have taken steps to avoid hitting the anchored Filipino fishing boat. The report classified the incident as a very serious marine casualty, contrary to President Duterte's little maritime accident remark. But presidential spokesman Salvador Panelo sees no contradiction between the report and President Duterte's statement.
There is no contradiction. Insofar as the incident is concerned, given the fact that Filipinos were placed in a dangerous situation where they could have been dead, then that's a serious, what did it say? Marine casualty. That's serious enough. But when the president says it's not that serious enough to blow it into international crisis, that is what he meant. So both of them are correct.
He also says Monday, July 8, the Philippine government will bring to court the captain and crew of the Chinese ship that rammed Filipino fishing boat Gem Ver, should the Chinese government fail to impose sanctions on them.
If they cannot do that, we will sue them in our jurisdiction.
The Chinese government earlier admitted the Chinese boat was fishing when the incident happened. The Philippines lead counsel versus China Paul Reichler says the Philippines does not need China's permission to fish within our exclusive economic zone or EEZ.
The Philippines has the right under international law, under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, to have exclusive rights to the fish within 200 miles of Palawan.